Hey, I finally found something that helps with weed control. It doesn't cost a ton of money and is not breaking my back. And I want to show it to you. What you're going to need is a gallon pump sprayer, a gallon of vinegar. This is cleaning vinegar. I'm trying this out. Last time I tried just regular kitchen vinegar because that's what I had. And it worked, but I feel like this should be a little bit stronger. I have some regular cheap salt and some dish soap. This is super easy. Let me show you how to do it. All right, first, so the salt doesn't clump up at the bottom, I'm going to pour a little bit of my vinegar in, but not all of it, and I'll show you why. I need about a cup of salt, and whenever you pour your salt in, it gets caught all around the rim of this jug. And I did that last time, but I had put my salt in last because I didn't want it to get stuck to the bottom in a big old clump and have to shake it forever. What ended up happening was I ruined the seal that I had on my sprayer so it wouldn't pressurize. So that's why we put some of our vinegar in. We're gonna rinse the salt off with the rest of it. Oh yeah, big mess. A little bit more. I spilled a lot. About a tablespoon of dish soap. That's a lot more than a tablespoon. And now the rim is clean. You want to use the whole gallon. So this has cost me like $5. I'm probably going to have to do this about once a week. But if I was going to try to pull the weeds instead, I would be doing this a lot more than once a week. I'd be spending a ton of time out here. I have a lot of garden. And if I were trying to use mulch and things and weed barriers and all that, it would cost me a lot more than like $5 a week. So this is my happy medium. Maybe one day I'll have a beautiful mulched garden, but probably not. There we go. So this works by burning the foliage of the plants. The vinegar and the salt will kill it. The soap is just to help it adhere to the foliage. So what we want to do is hit just the weeds. We'll work around the plants that we want to keep. And I'll go through and pull a few weeds by hand. That's not going to kill me. But this will get the large majority of it. And it's not going to matter if it gets down into the soil because it's working by killing the foliage, by burning it in the sunlight. You have to do this on a good hot day. It's not going to work if you have a super cloudy day. It might work a little bit, but it won't be super effective. But I have a nice sunny day today, so I'm going to get this sprayed, and I can't wait for you to see how well this works. Alright, so I've got everything but the plants that I want to keep sprayed in this row. I'm going to go keep working on the other rows. I can't wait to bring you back so I can show you exactly how everything's going. So this is at the end of my first row right here. There's actually nothing planted right here, but I want to add some stuff. There's my first tomato plant, and here's my first basil right here. And then another tomato plant. So this is what the weeds are looking like down here. I didn't get this as heavy with the first round that I did, but if we go up here, this right here, you can tell is much thinner. I've still got my peppers, things growing in between. I just resprayed up here because obviously I've got some weeds and stuff that made it through, but I just resprayed this. This is from what I did last week, and it looks still not fantastic. It did look a lot better, but it's still loads better than what it was. And I just resprayed this. So we'll come back and see what these are gonna do here in a little while. So the yard, still extremely tall. That's to be expected. That's tomorrow's problem. But this is what I sprayed yesterday. It doesn't take care of absolutely all of it. I did go around this pepper plant where you can see a nest, so I didn't get too close to the foliage of the tomato plant. And like right here is where I didn't get. You can see everywhere I didn't get, and it's always around things that I definitely don't want to kill. Those all come and grab by hand. Not a big deal. It's a few of them. But the majority of the weeds are dead. And so what I'm going to do is put my little boots on, and I'm going to come through here probably tomorrow and stomp all this dead stuff down. So like this, there is actually basil right there, so I didn't get all this. But all of this is dead. Look at that. You can see my okra again. Isn't that nice? Oh, Millie can find the okra too. You can see I sprayed inside there. Look at this. I didn't know that this was going to go so wild, but it's all the way up there. I've never grown runner beans, so I am wildly impressed. Next year they're going to go on the arch. But this is my other tomato row. Apparently I didn't spray it heavy enough there because there's actually not anything growing there that I wanted to save. But it's all pretty well dead. The spots that are not, that don't have anything in them, those are places where I just didn't spray it well enough. So for like $6 total, if that, this is amazing. This is going to save my back so much this year.